pin that I wore on my dress the night that I visited David up in New York City. We got a little behind the scenes sneak peek before the crowds came in. And this is an extraordinary pin that flew arrow-like out the door so fast. The original presentation was like 2 minutes long. It sold out so fast. We didn't even know we'd be able to get it back in stock. But our buyers reached out to David. They moved mountains for you. And I mean, if you are looking for the ultimate holiday gift for somebody special for Hanukkah or Christmas, we'll start with the arrow pin, which actually I've worn on jean jackets, crisp white shirts. It's like one of the most, I think, easy to go from casual to dressy brooches that you've ever done with Joan. Sold out on the 23rd of June, and I'm so thrilled that it's finally back in stock today.
You know, Joan would wear this in a very dressy way, and then she'd also put it on a blazer. She would simply put, here you go. So here we are in the catalog. And again, this pin, this particular pin, which was by a designer by the name of Paul Flato, F-L-A-T-O. Joan and I bought this in, I want to say we bought it in London from our dealer there, who always kept his eye out for Joan's taste. We did not know it was Flato. He did not know it was Paul Flato. And actually, it was Christie's that discovered when we were going through putting the catalog together. They were like, we didn't know Joan had any Paul Flato. It's very rare. It's very unlikely that you see things showing up in collections, because he didn't make a lot of jewelry. He made jewelry for Joan Crawford. He made jewelry for movie stars. But we had a Flato pin, and who knew?
Wow.
So that's kind of a lovely thing. So it's in the catalog, but they loved it so much that they actually gave it its own full page with another Flato piece that Joan knew was Flato, and it had this beautiful pin, which we're also recreating. But it was a kind of a little serendipitous that we all of a sudden, I think Joan would love to know, because she loved his work, that actually she owned a piece and didn't know it.
Wow.
Which I think is just amazing.
That's really cool.
But you know it's important when Christie's does. They list the catalog and they do the full page, which is kind of awesome. Amazing pin. I love that we've done such a faithful reproduction. We've made the quills and the arrows in that sort of platinum tone. We kept the bow and the hearts in the gold, which is exactly as the original design was.
And how much did this go for at auction, David?
18,000 and change. I know, which I can tell you was not what Joan and I think the dealer that sold it to us had no idea it was Flato, because I don't think we paid more than maybe $4,000 or $5,000 for it, which Joan loved jewelry design. She loved the idea. She had never seen anything like this before. This is from the 1940s. Paul Flato, as I said, designed for movie stars in Hollywood. He was known as sort of the glamour jewelry that the stars wore. So knowing that we had that, Joan, knowing that we bought this piece, not knowing, it talks to Joan's eye. She saw that and said, that's the one I want, not I want the Paul Flato. So she had an extraordinary, I say in my essay, she's the only woman I know that had jeweler's loop in her handbag, which always makes me laugh. But she also knew her stones, she knew her diamonds. So it was just such a passion for her, you know. And again, I mean, I like Amanda's put it on with our jersey jumpsuit. Looks amazing. It's the finishing touch. Suzanne on the little black dress. But I've seen Joan wear this on a blazer. You know, just like a nice
Armani blazer. What about the boyfriend shirts?
I would put this on a boyfriend shirt in a minute. I think that, you know, jewelry is your personal statement. This was Joan's statement. She loved Art Deco. She loved Art Nouveau. She loved the glamour of Hollywood. She certainly loved Fabergé and the Russian influence, French jewelry. When you look through the catalog, you'll see an eclectic taste, but always spectacular taste. And that, I think, is where Joan's kind of discerning eye for jewelry came in. It was, she could look in a jewelry case and pull out the Paul Flato and not even know it, which is pretty amazing. And
we're giving it to you at a wonderful easy pay plan. So it's $21.08 that goes away at the end of the day. So you want to take advantage of it while we have it. But if you also pick up F12410, that's the catalog, what an ultimate gift.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
And give the catalog. Put one of those little page notes, you know, that Joan always had when she was
nice. Yes.
Maybe, and that's where you even tuck the Hanukkah or the Christmas card. That's an ultimate present.
That's spectacular. So you're not only getting this extraordinary book which talks to Joan's taste and her life and her homes, and you're also getting a piece recreated from the estate. And I haven't even mentioned, I'm a bad boy, you'll get a certificate that says, and I'll read you basically what we say, this original was included in the Christie's New York auction, the private collection of Joan Rivers, and has been authenticated by Joan's estate exclusively for the Joan Rivers Classics collection. And that's wording that Melissa and I put together, because we are recreating these pieces from Joan's collection, pieces that Melissa's kept, pieces that went to the auction, but we're doing that and we're authenticating every single piece, which I think is extraordinary. Just extraordinary.
And I think that, you know, Joan, powerful woman, raised a powerful daughter.
Oh, I'm here to tell
inspired-
you. Oh, yeah. No, she's fantastic. She's
Yeah,
fantastic.
A legion
She's
of powerful women, and there's something about this. Think of Brave, right? Think of women. Like you look at this arrow and you think, I am strong.
Yeah.
I am brave.
well.
I am confident.
I had the pleasure of meeting. Speaking of strong and confident women, I had the pleasure of meeting Lily Ledbetter. And if you're
Wow.
not familiar with Lily Ledbetter, she is the person they named the Equal Pay for Women Act. Congress passed a law that is equal pay for women and men, and it's called the Lily Ledbetter Fairness and Equality Act. So I had a pleasure of meeting her. She happens to own this pin, and I hope
my
you don't
gosh.
mind me saying that, Lily, if she's watching. But she owns this pin, and it does have that empowerment. It does have
does.
that thing.
There's
and
something
and
strong. I
and she
love
is
it.
an amazing woman.
Right.
There's nobody like her.
I mean, I would do
Jo-
Will to Ship to off to college and say, you
To
can
the girl-
do
yep,
it.
absolutely.
And she'd put it on the lapel of her jean jacket.
Sure.
Absolutely. I mean, my dress was so simple, just a simple black dress.
Simple black dress. You
And
looked like $1 zillion.
Oh, stop
You looked
it.
so good.
Thank
you looked
goodness
so
for
good.
Spanx. But anyway, I mean, it was just like it didn't have to be huge. It didn't have to be over the top. It just made the dress.
Yeah.
It makes the jacket. And it's super popular after flying out the door when it
I'm-
debuted on QVC.
I'm just happy we were able to bring it back because